welcome back to another episode of Last Minute Laura. I'm Laura, and today I am going to get started on another crochet tutorial. In today's tutorial, I am going to show you how to make a really easy pumpkin. This is just a cute little piece of autumn decor. I mean, you could call it Halloween if you want to stitch a little eyes on there and a little mouth. But for now, this is just going to be for putting on your shelf next to your plants, just to kind of add a little bit of an autumn vibe without getting too crazy into the decorations, which is kind of my vibe because Christmas is my season, so I only need a few pieces to sort of focus autumn energy before Christmas time. And I think this is a really cute and easy one that I think pretty much everybody can do. Okay, so for this project, you're going to need a couple of things. First, you'll need some yarn. I'm using a worsted weight gold yarn today because I think that gold and yellow are pretty autumn colors, and I don't have any orange wool right now, so we're going with gold. Use orange if you want an orange pumpkin. I'm also going to be using a 5mm crochet hook today. I'm using an aluminum one. I'll link everything down below so that you can use it or find it in probably Amazon, but wherever I find the link. You'll also need some scissors, and that's it, actually. Just crochet hook, scissors, and yarn. So let's get started. Okay, so first things first, we're going to need a slip knot. Then chain 24. Slip stitch together the round at that first stitch. 2, 3, 23, 24. And now I'm going to slip stitch together at that first chain. Next, we're going to chain 3 and then double crochet around. 2 and 3. And then we're going to double crochet in every stitch around. Okay, so now we're on round 2. We've got that first row of double crochet, and to begin this round, I'm chaining 3. Then I'm gonna front post double crochet in the first 2 stitches. So there's 1 front post double crochet, there's 2 front post double crochet. And then we're going to back post double crochet in the next stitch. And then in the next 2 stitches, we're going to front post double crochet. And in the next stitch, we're going to back post double crochet. So for this first round, we are just repeating that pattern, 2 front post, 1 back post, 2 front post, 1 back post. If you don't know what a front post double crochet is or a back post double crochet, I'll add the link in the description down below and also in the info, the I in the corner there, so that you can watch that there. But we're just going to repeat front post double crochet, back post double crochet, 2 front, 1 back, 2 front, 1 back, all the way around the round. And then when you get to the last stitch, secure it with a slip stitch and then chain 3. Okay, so now we're on round 3. We started with a chain 3, and now we're going to front post double crochet in that first stitch, where there's already a front post double crochet. And then in the space between those 2 front post double crochets, we are going to do a regular double crochet, just like that. And then in that next front post double crochet, we are going to do another front post double crochet. And in the next stitch, which is a back post, we're gonna do another back post double crochet. Now we're going to do that again. So first stitch in that pair, we're going to do the front post double crochet, and then we're going to do an additional double crochet in between those 2 stitches, and then we're going to do another front post double crochet, and then a back post double crochet. And then we'll do a front post, and then a regular double crochet in between the 2 front posts, and then another front post, and then a back post. And basically we're just expanding out that round, but only where the front posts are concerned. And that's gonna give us that bulbous sort of pumpkin shape that we all know and love. And just repeat this pattern all the way around, and when you get back to the first stitch, connect it with a slip stitch and then chain 3. Do you like how I matched my mug to my flowers, to my yarn? I did that for you. I picked these from my garden.
You've got nothing to worry about.
And you'll see the way that I lined up these stitches for this pattern, the slip stitch where you connect the rows will always be where one of those back post double crochets are. So it'll be hidden in the actual pattern. You won't see it in the end, which is perfect. Again, we're going to chain 3. So for this row, we're gonna begin with a chain 3, and then we're going to front post double crochet into the next 3 stitches. So that double crochet from the previous row, we're going to front post double crochet into that this time. We're still gonna back post double crochet whenever a back post double crochet comes up. And that's gonna maintain those sort of vein trench pumpkin things throughout the whole project. But now we're going to be front post double crochet 3 times, back post double crochet 1 time, front post double crochet 3 times, back post double crochet 1 time. And we're gonna do that all the way around. And when we get back to the beginning, you guessed it, we're going to secure it together with a slip stitch and then chain 3 again. Okay, so now we're on row number 5. For row 5 and 6, we're going to do the exact same thing as the last row. We're going to front post double crochet into the first 3 stitches and then back post double crochet into the next. Then front post into the next 3 stitches, then back post into the next. And we're just gonna do that all the way around. Front post crochet, front post double crochet when you come to a front post double crochet, and back post double crochet whenever you come to a back post double crochet. So just work that pattern, the same pattern all the way around for this row and the next. I'm gonna just zoom through it, and I will come back here when I'm done those 2 rows and when I am ready to show you the next step for this adorable autumn pumpkin. I got this at the thrift store for 25 cents. Okay, so we've made it to round number 7. For this one, we're gonna start it with a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we are going to do a front post double crochet in that first stitch. And then we're going to skip that next stitch, and we're gonna do a front post double crochet in the following stitch. And then we're gonna do a back post double crochet. And then we're gonna do a front post double crochet in the next stitch. We're gonna skip that middle, and then we're gonna do a front post double crochet in that next stitch. And then we're gonna do a back post double crochet. So basically we're just skipping the middle stitch of those 3 front post double crochets in every one of those sets of 3. We're just gonna skip that middle stitch, and that's gonna start bringing in our pumpkin shape to make it a nice squat little pumpkin like those mini pumpkins you can get at the grocery store. At least here you can. Can you get them everywhere? Around this time of year, do you have access to little tiny pumpkins at your grocery store? They're in like bags here for like $4 or $5 Canadian for a little pack of, I don't know, pumpkins and gourds. About the size of the one I am crocheting right now. And we're just going to do that pattern all the way around, skipping the middle front post double crochet on every one of those repeats. And then when we get back to the beginning, we're gonna reattach with a slip stitch and chain 3. Okay, so for the next row, row number 8, we're going to front post double crochet 2 together. So what that means is we're going to yarn over, insert the hook behind the post, pull up a loop, insert the row behind the next post, pull up a loop, and then pull through the first 3 loops on your hook, and then yarn over and pull through those last 3. That is front post double crochet 2 together. And in the next stitch, we're going to do a back post double crochet. The back post double crochets stay the same through this whole pattern if you haven't noticed. Okay, we're gonna do that again. So yarn over, insert the hook behind the post, pull up a loop, insert the hook behind the next post, pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through the first 3 loops, yarn over again, and pull through the last 2 loops. Double crochet, front post double crochet 2 together. And then we're gonna do a back post double crochet in the next stitch. We're going to do that all the way around. So I'm doing another front post double crochet 2 together. Wow, is that ever a mouthful? And then a back post double crochet. This is shrinking up our pumpkin pretty considerably, and it's going to really start to look like a pumpkin after this round. So just make your way all the way around and then come back to see what we're gonna do for row number 9. Okay, so for row number 9, we are going to begin with a chain 2, and now we're going to be working in half double crochets. So we're going to do a half double crochet in every single stitch around. And for this round, we're inserting the hook into the big gap between stitches. This is just going to seal it down really nice. It looks nice in the end if we do it this way. You can do it in the top loop of the stitch like a typical half double crochet, but I like sticking it in the big gap between stitches for this part. I think it just looks better in the end. That's what I'm doing in this tutorial, is I'm sticking it in that big gappy hole between 2 stitches. Then we're going to secure with a slip stitch and then chain 1. Now we're going to single crochet, but we're going to single crochet 2 together for every other stitch. So for the first one, we're going to just do a regular single crochet. And the next stitch we'll single crochet 2 together. And single crochet 2 together means insert your hook, pull up a loop, go into the next stitch, pull up another loop, and then yarn over and pull through all 3. And we're just going to repeat that all the way around. It's not going to take very long because there aren't very many stitches here. And we're just single crocheting and single crochet 2 together, that repeat all the way around. And at the end of that round, secure it together with a slip stitch, chain 1, and then single crochet all the way around again. Now, from rows 11 until 16, just single crochet all the way around, just like this. And at the end of each round, secure it together to the round with a slip stitch, chain 1, and then do another round. This one might be a little bit tight now for you because there aren't very many stitches we're working with at this point. So it might be a little bit tight, but just work your way around, take your time, and I'll meet you back here after you finish row number 16. Okay, so we just made it to the end of row number 16, or round number 16, pardon me. I'm gonna chain 1, nice and tight, and then I'm gonna cut my yarn. I'll weave in that end. And now what we're gonna do is tuck that stem, this is the stem, we're gonna tuck it in to the actual pumpkin. And then we're gonna pull it up like that, and now we need to create a chain. I'm gonna do it with some green yarn to try and make it look kind of like the vine on the pumpkin. And we have to create a chain that's gonna be used as a kind of drawstring. So I'm going to do a chain 50. 1, 2, 3, 49, and 50. I'm just going to cut my yarn, pull the piece of yarn through. I'll weave that end in as well. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is weave in this chain behind each of those columns. So that back post double crochet is going to be where we put the yarn in front of, the chain I should say. And then we'll go behind that big post, and then we'll come in front of that back post, behind those front posts, in front of the back post. And we're gonna just weave it in like that all the way around. And there we go. Now it's both of the tail ends of the chain are coming out of the same hole. We're gonna pull that stem up through the pumpkin and then tug on the drawstring at the same time and tie it really nice into a tight little bow. And that'll kind of be like the little tendrils on the pumpkin plant while also being adorable as a bow. And then I like to just tug on that stem a little bit more just to pull out a little more stem. And then I just sort of form the shape to be a little more pumpkin-y. And then you've got this super cute little pumpkin that can just sit on your shelf as a cute little fall decor item. Let me just show you. Okay, friends, here it is, the final little crochet autumn pumpkin. What do you think? Isn't it sweet? I'm gonna make a whole bunch of them and I'm gonna just put them all over my house so that I've got a washable decor item to make it look like I'm in the spirit of autumn, even though really I'm like ready for Christmas already. It's kind of a problem. But let me know in the comments down below if you're gonna make this one, and if you have any questions, definitely leave them down there and I will be sure to make an effort to try and remember to answer them. I do answer my comments, it's just usually a little bit late. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I put out new videos every single day. Monday to Friday, I live stream from 7 a.m. Eastern Time until around 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I put out edited tutorial, make-along sort of videos like this. So if that sounds like something that's up your alley, definitely hit that subscribe button. And hey, don't forget to like the video. It's a free way to show your support for the channel, and I really do appreciate when you like the videos. Anyways, friends, that is all from me for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!